socks off if you haven't already. Let's be at one. We're going to do a nice Tai Chi warm-up. Let's get started. We'll have a few more add themselves, I'm sure. So we're going to do a nice Tai Chi warm-up, like I said today. So we're going to come into our Wu Chi pose, which is basically like a squat pose, but we're just going to let our body hang. So make sure that you have your feet right outside your shoulders. Yeah? Then you're going to bend your knees and come into your squat. And as you do that, I just want you to hang everything down as well. So just hang your arms and hang your shoulders. Obviously, this isn't a great stance to carry on with your rounded shoulders. We want to have nice up, but this time we are going to have everything rounded and hanging down. Now I want you to imagine as if you've got a string in the top of your head. So the actual top at the so not like the middle, but the very top of your skull. Imagine as if you've got a string and that's going all the way up and hanging you off from the ceiling. So your chin will be a little bit closer to your chest. Rest your hands on your thigh if that's easier. So we're going to get warm by staying in this position. Okay, this is your wide Wu Chi. So we'll stay here for quite a while. So we'll just hang. I want you to close your eyes. Stay here. This should get nice and warm now. We are going to get some movement into it soon. We are going to get some movement. If it's a bit too much, come up. But for now, just let it all hang on. Deep breath. And to your right, I want you to take both your hands and sweep them across to the right. Sweep them across to the right. So we want to try and have our palms facing each other and imagine as if you've got your Tai Chi energy inside. So we sweep it across and then we're going to sweep it across to the other side. So all I want to see is this movement. So let's get this movement really quickly before we do our hands again. This movement, side to side. Rather than come up each time, we want to stay in that nice wide Wu Chi squat position and just rock from the side to the side, yeah? Like I said, this is a warm-up. Your thighs are going to get warm. So take your energy ball, take it all the way over to the right and all the way back over to the left. All the way to the right and all the way to the left. This time we're going to go a little bit deeper. So get down nice, swing your arms down low and take them up above your head to the left, palms facing out, and we sink down even low into that squat. Take it right, nice and low, all the way over and down. One more time, all the way low. So sink right into that. There's your energy. Find it all the way up and sink even lower. Oh, come on up. If you stayed in your squat, they should feel nice and warm now. We're going to do it on the other side. So, take your hands at the right, find your energy ball, take it all the way over to the left, and all the way back over to the right. Remember to stay in your squat. This is like our warm-up. This is going to get our blood flowing. And all the while we stay low, we're engaging our muscles and they're working. Take it over to the left, take it over to the right. Get nice and deep, all the way down, and all the way over. Palms facing out and sink even lower into that squat if we can. Get really low. Take it nice and deep, all the way over to the left. There's your ball. Sweep it all the way up. And sit down, even lower. One more time. Nice and deep, all the way down. And all the way up. Sink down, really low. Oh, wee. Hope you're feeling warm. I know I am. Right, we're going to start our sun salutations. So come to the front of your mats if you've got your mats this morning, or just leave yourself some room behind. We're going to come up into our extended mountain pose. So bring your arms up to the ceiling. Actually, I'm going to put myself a bit diagonally today. And I want you to have your hands in your prayer position. Bring them down in your prayer position and roll down, and come into your fold. Fingertips on the floor. Bend your knees slightly. Come back up onto your mountain pose. Rise right up to the ceiling. Bring your hands down into your prayer position. Roll your body down. Fingertips to the floor. One more time. Make this tallest you can be. Rise up. Stretch. Reach. Roll down. Butt step back. Fingertips. Hands on the floor. Step back into your downward dog. Step back into your downward dog. We want to try and get those heels as close to the floor as we can. Deep breath here. And you're going to roll through to your planks. Remember what I said about rolling? It's a body roll. We lift our bottom up, our back up, come into your plank, knees down, feet flat on the floor, and squeeze your elbows into your side. And come all the way up to your baby cobra. So it's just our chest up and our eye goes forward. Push back into your downward dog. Bring your right leg between your hands. Right leg between your hands. Back leg in. Back into that fold. Back up into our extended mountain. Reach high. Roll down. Hands in your prayer position. Roll all the way down. Fingertips on the floor. Palms on the floor. Step back into your downward dog. Try and push those heels as close as we can to the floor. Roll through to our plank. Knees down. Squeeze yourself all the way down. Lift your chest up for your baby cobra. Fingers, toes curled. Push your back into your downward dog. Left foot comes first now, in between your hands. Back leg in. Rise on up to your mountain pose. Get ready to fold. Hands in your prayer position. Fingertips on the floor. Palms on the floor. We're going to jump back into our downward dog now. Jump back into your downward dog if you've got that jump, otherwise step back. Roll through to your plank. Knees or toes, you can stay on your toes and lower yourself down really slowly and then come up onto your feet for our up dog. Push back into your downward dog. And this time we're going to jump forward if we can, or step in with your right foot. Back into our fold. All the way up for our extended mountain. Reach high. One more time. Fold. Hands in your prayer position. Roll down. Fingertips, palms. Jump back or step back into your downward dog. The choice is yours. Roll through to your plank. Knees or toes. Slowly lower yourself down. Come on up for your baby cobra. Or stretch right up for your upward facing dog. Curl your toes under and stretch those legs out. Jump forward. Step forward. Rise on up for our extended mountain. Marvelous. Right. Are you ready to see my amazing t-shirt? It's bright pink. I've got a bit warm now. Hopefully you guys are a bit more warm. Bringing the sunshine to Canterbury today. Right, we're going to start with some Warrior One strength. So, our Warrior One. Can we remember that if you've done this with me before? You have your right foot. We're going to start on the right. Right foot facing forward. And remember, anything with a warrior, we have that front leg bent. So what we're going to try and do is take a nice wide stance. Make sure our knee is in line with our ankle. This back leg is off to a 5-2 in a Warrior One. It's off to a 5-2 rather than a 4-2. off to a 5-2. There we are. And with a warrior one, we have our whole torso facing that front leg. So this is our warrior two, warrior one. Bring your arms up high. Get a nice little back bend here. Bring your eye gaze up. If you want a little bit more work, bring your heel up for me. Bring your heel up for me. We're going to extend this. Keep your heel up if you can and shift your weight forward. So create a nice straight line from your fingertips to your back heel. Stay here if you've got your heel up. Come on up. Nice back bend. Reach all the way back. Now you're going to come forward, hands either side of that right foot. Bring your left knee up to your right knee. So it's your foot's off the floor, your knees are in line, and you're going to try and do a split stance for me. All I want you to do is lift your left leg up in the air. So as high as it will go. If it's not that high, it doesn't matter. We're going to try and work the inside of our thighs. Try and reach up nice and high. Keep it here. And step back into our warrior two. So all we do is we take our leg back. We turn our back leg out just a slight bit. Come on up. Arms spread wide. And we've turned our torso. This is our warrior two to face the front. So everything should feel warm on the front leg now because it's been bent for a while. If you've got dodgy knees like me, then we can't always keep it completely here. So it still feels warm because you're still working. So do as much as you can for me. Make sure your heels are in line. We're going to extend our warrior two. You're going to shift your weight into that front leg. Elbow onto your knee. And you're going to reach your arm high. So your fingertips, again, they're in line with your back heel. Your option here, take your elbow off your leg and just hold it here nice. Have your chest facing the side and your eye gaze up. Yeah? Some really deep breaths here. Heel up if you want it. Come on up. Come on up. We're going to do it all on the other side. All on the other side. So, set our warrior one up. Remember, our foot is off to a 5-2 or a 5 past. Every order you're doing it in. Our front leg bent. Heels in line. Yeah. Depends on how you're feeling. Nice wide stance. Twist your torso to face the front. Arms up high, fingertips facing the ceiling. We're going to take a little back bend here. So lean back a little bit further. Keep that arch of that back foot right down, planted into the floor. Eye gaze up, forward. We shift our weight and extend our warrior one. So our fingertips take a nice long line all the way down to our back heel. Lift your heel up if you're there. Hold it. Hold it. Hands down beside your feet. Bring your knees together. And remember that split stance. As high as you can. I want your hips facing the floor. So we're not leaning to the side to get our leg up. We're taking up as far as it will go, but keeping our hips parallel to the floor. Looking good. Step back into your warrior two. So all we've done is taken our foot out a little bit more at the back. We've kept that front leg bent nice. Arms out wide. We've twisted our torso to face the side. I reckon we're all getting these warriors now. We already know what's coming. Keep it here. Ready for our extended warrior two. So you don't need to put your elbow on your knee if we've done it before. Take it away, straight away. Straight away. But you've got your support if you want it. Reach away, eye gaze up, torso facing the side. Stretch, heel up if you've got it. Come on up. And shake it out. Shake it out. Marvelous. Right, we're going to keep working the strength and the hamstrings. Put it back now so you can see. So this is going to all depend on your flexibility. So take a nice wide stance, feet facing forward, feet facing forward. Now you might need to get really low to attempt what I'm going to do. So all I want you to do, hands flat on the floor if we're there, yeah? Try not to lock your legs out. Keep a nice slight bend in the knee. So this is lock out, nice slight bend in the knee. Your option here is to come even down, or to come down even further and bring your elbows to the floor. Take a really deep breath. That rises you up just a little bit, and then a deep breath out and see if you can get even closer to the floor. If you can't, it doesn't matter. It's obviously because your body's not allowing you to do that. And that's just all a body makeup, flexibility. It's not a fitness thing. Just stay here if you can, or your hands flat on the floor. Nice deep breath in. We're going to come up onto our hands, if we're not there already. And you're going to walk your hands over to the left. Walk your hands over to the left. Whoa, squeeze the bum cheek in the glutes. Come back to the front. Take another walk over to the right. Oh, that's some nice adductor moves as well. Inside the thighs. Back over to the front. Now, if you didn't do your elbows to the floor, can we get a little bit lower and see if we can get our elbows to our floor this time? Where are we at? Are we there? Awesome. Bring your knees to the floor. Knees to the floor. Right, we're going to try and work on the back. We're going to work on our camel pose. So, come on up to a kneeling stance. We've got our chest facing forward. There's 3 options with our camel pose. So all I want you to do, hands place them firmly on the bottom of your back, and we lean back just a little bit. That's the easier option. That's where you can stay, eye gaze up. Second option, if you're feeling the flexibility and the balance, take your right hand onto your right heel and lift your arm up high. This is an option for the camel pose. We're ready for the third option. Left hand onto the left heel. And bring your chest up high. This is all going to depend on your flexibility. If you're not on the flexibility side today, one hand is enough, arm high in the air. Or hands on the bottom of your back if it's too much. Awesome. We're going to do a different type of back bend now. Let's see what we can do. So, come back and lie onto your front, onto your back, sorry. And lie back onto your back. Nice. Hands flat on the floor, either side of your bum. Feet flat on the floor. Hip width apart. And we're going to do just a normal bridge. Yeah, if anyone's done exercise before, we know what a normal bridge is. All we're going to do is lift our pelvis up, lift our bottom away, come all the way up, eye gaze up, and I want you to bring, there's a little bit of Pilates here for us, keeping us warm. We're going to bring your right leg up, keep that knee bent, and take your toe to the ceiling. Bring it down halfway, bend your knee, onto the floor. Here's our little bit of Pilates. Keep your bottom up. If it's too much, so we're in yoga and we don't really want to work really hard because we're trying to keep our bodies mobile. So we want to keep all the flexibilities. We don't just want to deflate down because it's got too much. So we can support ourselves up in our bridge by putting our hands under our bottom if we need it. Take your left foot up, bend your knee, toes to the ceiling. We want to keep our hips facing the ceiling. Come down. Feet flat on the floor. Right side again. Knee up halfway. Toe up to the ceiling. Knee down. Foot down. One more time on the other side. Knee up. Toe up. Keep up nice and high. Knee down. Toe down. Come on down. Lie back and grab your knees. We're going to do a little rock to the side. Pull your knees in. We're going to do that again, but with an option, a harder option if we're there. Okay, this is a tough one. You need some arm strength as well. Feet back on the floor. So your option when it comes to a bridge is a physical bridge. We ready? So have a little look. This is your option. Hands either side of your head. And all you're going to do is lift yourself up here if you've got the flexibility. And that could be your option. You stay here or find your support. Knee up, toe up, knee down, down. That is your option. So if you just want to give the bridge a go, stay in that bridge position. If you've got some good balance and flexibility today, knee up, toe up. Give it a go. If you've got dodgy shoulders, then this is not going to be a good one to give it a try. But if you want to see it anyway, you're going to give it a go. That's why I like to see your face in the morning. See how many of us are giving it a go, just so I can see your flexibility. Right, we ready? If we're not into that bridge, we come back into the bridge we were doing before. Get right up onto your shoulders, hands flat on the floor. If you're in your bridge position, knee up, toe up, knee, toe down, knee up, toe up, knee down. So we can support that bottom, remember. If it's too much on that lower back, we support our bottom instead. Right side, knee up, toe up, knee down. One more time on the other side. Knee up, toe up to the ceiling, knee down. Oh, come back onto your back. Close your eyes and bring your knees in. Hug your knees into your chest again. Rock from the side to side. Rock from side to side. Nice. We're going to do a little twist. I say a little twist. It's quite a cool move. Right, come on up. And you're going to find a nice lunge, a kneeling lunge. So right foot in front. What do I do on this side? Right foot in front. Back knee down. There's a nice lunge, kneeling lunge. We're there, we've got our balance. Remember, try not to look at anything that's moving, look at something that's still in front, keep your balance. Now, all I want you to do is we've got our right knee in front of us, take our left elbow and twist onto our right knee. Twist onto our right knee. Then your hands come to your heart center. So turn that chest to face the side. Our option here, curl your toes under and lift yourself up at the back. Oh, there we go. Remember to look at something really still. With our arms, we open them up. Open them up. Nice and wide. If it's too much, we've come down to our knee. We stay at our heart center. It's where you're feeling today. Oh, we're going to come into a little hamstring stretch. So sit back onto that back leg. Bring your front toes up and feel the stretch underneath that right leg. So if we can't sit all the way down, it's not how we're made up. Just want a nice little hamstring stretch, as low as you can go. One more time on this side. So let's go for it. Right knee over that ankle. Left elbow onto our right knee. Hand to your heart center. Are we here? Curl our toes and up. If you're there, open it up wide. There is your option. Nice, come on down. We're going to do all on the other side. Left foot in front. Making sure all the time we've got our knee over our ankle. Yeah? Right elbow comes onto our left knee. Hands to your heart center. Remember our options. You could have balance on the different on this side. Curl your toes. Lift up. And open your heart. Hold it. Come on down. Take yourself back into that little hamstring stretch we did before. Toes up to the ceiling. Sit back as much as you can onto that back heel. Stretch. One more time, shift your weight forward. Last time, where's your option? Onto our elbow. Hands to your heart center. Curl your toes under. Up. Open your heart out. Open it here. There's our option. Awesome. Come on down. We're going to do a nice little side twist. Lie on your back. Lie on your back. Have your knees facing the ceiling. And all you're going to do is drop your legs over to the right. Drop them over to the right. So we want to keep our shoulders on the floor. Yeah, think about your body. Shoulders on the floor. A little bit of a gap underneath that right bum cheek. We've dropped our legs over to the left. And we've closed our eyes. Really deep breath in. And exhale out as much as you can and let it go. So we want to feel a little twist in our oblique. Those love handles at the side. If you haven't got any, you can have some of mine. Keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to pick up your head and turn it to the opposite side of those bent knees. Pick it up and turn it over to the other side, keeping those eyes closed. Your option here, if you want to take it, take that top leg and stretch it out a little bit further. Stretch it out a little bit further. That is an option, or keep it knees together. Facing the opposite side of those bent knees, keeping our eyes closed. Deep breath in here. Exhale out. Bring your knees back to the center. And we're going to drop them to the other side. Drop them to the other side, keeping our eyes closed. So we're just relaxing our arms down the side. We're going to pick our head up and turn it to face away from those knees. So the reason why I tell you to pick your head up is so we can get a really nice twist and not damage our necks. Keeping our eyes closed. Your option here, remember, you can take that leg out long on the top. Long on the top if you want to. Keeping our eyes closed. Bring your knees together. Bring your feet flat on the floor, knees facing up. Keeping our eyes closed. We're going to bring our knees into our chest, hug our knees into our chest. Squeeze them in. Rocking from side to side. Side to side. Deep breath here. And in your own time, come on up to a seated position, cross your legs. I feel a little bit sleepy after that. Hands to your heart center. Feel thoroughly stretched though, hope so you do, hope you do too. Eyes closed. A few seconds here. Let's sort out what's in our minds, what we've got to do next. Then block it all out for a couple of seconds. Open your eyes. Namaste. Hope you have a lovely day, guys. Lovely weekend.